Daniel Tunyinko, the founder of Skills Bank Initiative. This is Derry. He either dropped out of school or he has graduated as an unemployed person. He becomes a liability to his family and also has no skills. He gets frustrated and either decides to go to engage in illegal mining, as you can see here, or decides to engage in criminal activities. These are some of the things that I observed with youth. Ghana has a 12% youth unemployment rate and with 50% underemployment. Then we also have, in the Upper West alone, we have 63% of youth unemployment rate. This is very alarming. Now, these youth resort to criminal activities, and a report by the police in the Upper West region shows that 90% of all theft cases are reported to be engaged in by the youth, with 80% of these youth unemployed. I decided to map some problems, what could be the cause of this, and then in that order. But then the stakeholders, we have the private sectors, we have skills training institutions, we have the government, we have the youth education sector, and then we also have the employers and then NGOs. So in order to find out what is really happening within this place, after doing my secondary research, I had to form some questions I will be asking my stakeholders, and then also reframe these questions. Then for the sampling method, I used random sampling. So when we're doing the interviews, anyone we go and we see on the way, we have to interview the person, provided the person is part of our stakeholders. And I also use referral. If we interview someone who has someone who is also in that same category that they can refer us to, then we go there to interview the person. And we're using in-depth interviews and also sending out forms for people to fill. So after gathering all the information from our ethnographic research, we had to do card sorting and then use the T-shaped thinking in order to analyze our data, including personas, journey maps, and then also our empathy maps. So these are some of the tools we used. And the peculiar findings we got from this is that there are actually many skills training institutions in the Upper West region. However, as they train them, they don't really add any kind of entrepreneurial training to them. So when they finish, you will see them doing the same thing. And maybe you will open your own shop at this place at A, or come and also open at B, closer to you, and we are doing the same thing. There's no innovation. There's nothing really new they are bringing to the market. And because of that, several of these things are ineffective. And then they don't have any innovation they bring to board. So I went through some ideation stage with my team members, and then we came out with this particular solution down here. Providing skills training and also offering entrepreneurship training to these people. So we had to go to do our prototype piloting with some people. And we were actually amazed to find out that people can actually learn skills training and learn entrepreneurship even in their local language. We were actually using the local language to let them learn design thinking. So this is where we had our prototype session on design thinking. And this is a different community in Uale where I come from, where I went to do another prototype session with them. Then for our competitive analysis, Skills Bank Initiative is actually offering a lot of entrepreneurship training and also being cost effective. Then for our market value, in the global world, we have a market value of 40870 million US dollars. And in Ghana here alone, we have a market value of 160 million US dollars in the technical field. And this is our business model. So some of the challenges we faced were distance barriers. At the time I started doing this project, I was still on campus doing my summer leadership program as an MCF scholar. And then I had to do interviews with people who were in the house. So we had to forcefully get people who were actually in the Upper West region to do this research for us. And that was actually something that was challenging. And we also had, when we were trying to do our prototype piloting and our launching, we had rains and other unforeseen circumstances trying to block our way. But we were actually fortunate that we were able to navigate through that. So these were the people we were able to get to. And these are our next steps. Thank you. Any questions? I was not able to present on my business model because of the time we had. Now, we will train you on a particular skill, then you learn entrepreneurship. Now, based on the skill you've learned, there's something maybe that is going on wrong there that people are actually not aware of. You as an entrepreneur, you'll be able to identify that problem within that particular place and also find a solution to it and create a business around it. So the number of people who are able to pass out of Skills Bank initiative and are able to set up their own businesses is what we are going to use to measure our success. Yes, it's a continuous thing. What the videos we just saw, like one was on the launch. We actually launched Skills Bank initiative, but we really don't have funds to actually continue. If we get the funds, then some of these skills can take 3 months to learn. Some of them can take 3 years to learn, depending on what you actually want to learn. Then we offer you the entrepreneurial training. You actually undergo the rigorous process, identifying the problem, doing the secondary research, doing the primary research, doing the analysis, and also coming out with a solution. And then, you go and then do the prototype testing and all those things.